every thought that I repent, there's another chips you haven't spent, and you're cashing them all in. Where do we begin to get clean again? Can we get clean again? I walk home alone with you, in the mood you're born into. Sometimes you let me in, and I take it on the chin. Can get clean again. I wanna know, can we get clean again? The gun of wine came crashing through the headlight of a car that took you further than you thought you ever wanted to go. We can get back again. We can get back again. She takes the drinks and then she waits. The alcohol permeates. Soon the cell give away. Cancel on the day. Can't keep it all together. I know. I can't keep it all together. There's a siren songs that ease your madness. For the truth I can't erase. All alone on your face. Oh, that's hard. Every glamorous sunrise, throw the planet out of line. Stars are out of whack, fraudulent zodiac, and the gun of wine came crashing in my room. You let me down, I said it, now I'm falling down. You're not even around, and I say I can't keep it all together. I know. I can't keep it all together. There's a memory of a window looking through. I see you searching for something that I could never give you. There's someone who understands you more than I do. Sadness I can't erase. All I love on your face. That was God of Wine, Third Eye Blind, 1997. Very awesome, amazing song from amazing band. One of my favorites. And the lead singer, Stephen Jenkins, is a very beautiful man. He's 60 right now. 60, can you imagine that? 60 and he looks flawless. Still like in his prime. Alright, as I promised yesterday, I'm gonna explain more about the lad culture. So the lad culture is basically a movement of being true to yourself. You know, it's the same or inspired by punk rock or the hip hop in United States, but the lad culture happened in the UK in the late 80s, I guess. But I think the first movement is from the Sex Pistols, from the late 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so in the UK you have this subtle racism, where you cannot, what do you call it? You can't be accepted by a certain group of people if you not behave the same as they do. You're not talking how they talk, or you're not civilized enough to be acknowledged by their group. And the reason is that small particular group, they own everything. They monopolize everything. I mean, they control everything. They're the upper class, and they demand that the lower class, the middle and the worker class, if they want to be accepted, they have to change their behavior, or they have to, don't be themselves. And so in the late 80s, we have this, in the UK, they have this rave culture, which is also an underground movement of partying, where young kids, they express themselves, they do drugs, and they play loud music and experiment everything. But the most significant period is where the Stone Roses, and followed by Oasis, they became like this torchbearer of black culture, where they act and talk, or they represent themselves as themselves, like they don't want to change anything. They talk with their accent, and they being such a, the media called them being arrogant, but they said that they're being true to themselves. They're just being honest with themselves, and their impact was huge throughout the world, including to me. And I never thought that famous people, like my favorite band, they would dress up like me. They would dress up just like normal people. They wear like shirts and jeans and everything, and maybe like a coat, like a parka, or it's just being like a cool teenage without, having to sacrifice their identity. I think that's awesome. That's the personality that I get from that movement is very strike me. Like it makes me more confident and accept who I am. I don't care about like being accepted by another group of people. I just don't care. I just love being myself, and they're the pioneer of that, And they talk like they're the pioneer of that. You know what I mean? I mean, I try to emulate their accent, but I can't. There's a boundaries of me trying to copy them and just accepting who I am. And music-wise, the 90s, the LED culture music, I think it's one of the best music ever created throughout the generations, except maybe they got topped up by the rock and roll movement like the late 60s. I think they're awesome too, like Woodstock and everything. I mean, it's easier for young people in the United States to embrace their freedom because they don't have this class where all the what do you call, the jobs and everything being controlled by a certain group of people, and they demand you to compromise, to be someone else. Otherwise, you won't get accepted. You won't get where do you go? You're not gonna get stage or spotlight or anything. You have to change the way you talk. You have to change the way you dress. You have to behave a certain way to get accepted. And they refuse to do that, and they prove to the world that you can be successful and being yourself at the same time. And that's the main lesson. Lab culture. You know. Okay, 12 minutes. See? Scripted are better. Thank you. See you tomorrow, guys.